You never quite know when disaster will strike. A tornado could touch down in your town, or a hurricane could head your way. It's essential to have a disaster emergency kit ready at all times. But are you really prepared? Let us take a look at several must-have supplies for your emergency kit that you may not have thought of. Welcome to my channel. When it comes to surviving an emergency situation, being prepared is key. A well-stocked emergency kit can mean the difference between a mild inconvenience and a life-threatening situation. While there are many different types of emergencies that can occur, from natural disasters to power outages, some supplies are essential for all of them. Let's take a closer look at some of those must-have supplies. First up is water. Having a supply of clean drinking water is crucial in any emergency situation. The general rule of thumb is to have 1 gallon of water per person per day. So for a family of 4, you would need at least 4 gallons of water stored in your emergency kit. This water should be stored in airtight containers and rotated regularly to ensure that it stays fresh. Additionally, it is also a good idea to include water purification tablets or a portable water filter in your kit so that you can purify water from other sources if necessary. Next on our list is food. In an emergency situation, you may not have access to food or be able to cook meals as you normally would. That's why it is important to have non-perishable food items in your emergency kit that can be eaten without preparation. Canned goods, dried fruit, and nuts, granola bars, and other non-perishable snacks are all great options to include in your kit. It is also a good idea to have a manual can opener on hand to open those canned goods. Remember to check the expiration dates on these items regularly and replace them as needed. And don't forget to consider the dietary needs of all members of your family when packing food for your emergency kit. Another essential item to have on hand is a flashlight. A flashlight is an essential item to have in your emergency kit. In an emergency situation, you may need to evacuate your home or may simply need to search for items in your home after a power outage. A flashlight will help you to see in the dark and navigate safely. Be sure to choose a flashlight that is bright enough to illuminate your surroundings and has long-lasting batteries. It's also a good idea to have extra batteries on hand. Flashlights with multiple functions such as strobe or SOS modes can also be helpful for signaling for help. First aid supplies are another must-have for your emergency kit. In an emergency situation, you may need to treat injuries such as cuts, burns, or broken bones. Having a well-stocked first aid kit can help you to address minor injuries and prevent them from becoming more serious. At a minimum, your first aid kit should include bandages, antibiotic ointment, pain relievers, and antiseptics. You may also want to include more specialized items such as a tourniquet or CPR face mask, depending on your needs. Finally, don't forget to include personal care items in your emergency kit. These items can help maintain hygiene and prevent the spread of disease in an emergency situation. Be sure to include things like soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and feminine supplies. In conclusion, being prepared for emergencies is essential for ensuring the safety and well-being of yourself and your family. By having a well-stocked emergency kit that includes items such as water, food, a flashlight, first aid supplies, and personal care items, you can be sure that you're ready for whatever may come your way. Remember to check the expiration dates on food and other items regularly and replace them as needed. With a little planning and preparation, you can rest easy knowing that you're ready for any unexpected event. What are some other items that you include in your emergency kit? Do you have any tips for others who are just starting to put together their kits? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an important video. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.